October 31st, 2025. Here's your full daily update. Sadeh Tayman fallout. A government report confirms the Sadeh Tayman scandal caused severe diplomatic damage. The fake edited video spread globally under the phrase Sadeh Tayman concentration camp. It went viral within hours and reached major international media and the UN. Officials call it the most serious image blow to Israel since the start of the war. The lesson: information warfare is real and silence costs. Hostage identification. The Prime Minister's office confirms the remains of Amiram Cooper and Sahar Baruch were returned and identified. Their families have been notified. Israel vows to bring every fallen hostage home. 11 fallen hostages are still held by Hamas. 6 soldiers, 3 civilians, and 2 foreign workers. In December 2023, Sayeret Matkal tried to rescue Sahar Baruch from Nuseirat. The mission failed, and he was killed during the firefight. Investigators still cannot determine whether Hamas or friendly fire caused his death. Forensic review may provide new evidence. The Yellow Line shift Washington has told Hamas to withdraw its fighters from the Israeli side of the Yellow Line. From today, Israel is authorized to enforce the agreement on its side. This marks a turning point. Israel now controls over half of Gaza and can respond forcefully to any violation. Time now works in Israel's favor. Gas export dispute. U.S. Energy Secretary Chris Wright canceled his trip to Israel. Energy Minister Eli Cohen refused to sign the $35 billion gas export deal to Egypt until Israel's market interests and fair pricing are guaranteed. Washington is pressuring Jerusalem, but Cohen insists on protecting Israeli consumers. Northern Front. An Israeli UAV struck a motorcycle in Kunain, South Lebanon. The IDF confirmed it eliminated Ibrahim Mohammed Raslan, a Hezbollah logistics officer rebuilding terror sites. Hezbollah continues rearming. Hundreds of rockets have been smuggled from Syria into Lebanon this week. Lebanese President Joseph Aoun ordered his army to fire on any Israeli incursion. Hezbollah and Amal praised the order, claiming it defends Lebanon's sovereignty. Israeli jets were also seen over Dara and Swaida in Syria. The northern and eastern arenas are heating up. Gaza sector Israeli airstrikes targeted Al-Burej, Nuseirat, Deir al-Bala, al-Mawasi, and Tel al-Hawa. Gaza outlets report multiple casualties. Near Beit Lahia, the Air Force destroyed a powered glider prepared for a cross-border terror attack, the same method used on October 7th. Hamas continues testing Israeli defenses along the perimeter. If you value clear, unfiltered reporting, subscribe to Shield of Truth now and share this report. Independent truth matters more than ever. Legal and Political Defense Minister Israel Katz says the dismissed military advocate general will not return to duty. Those who took part in the false SD Tayman accusations will face justice. Likud calls to cancel indictments against Force 100 and strip the former Mauji's rank. Analysts say Israel must fight the propaganda war with speed and strength, not with silence. Domestic security police in Central District stopped a cloned vehicle near Ramla carrying a loaded Kalashnikov, gloves, and a fuel can, thwarting an imminent criminal hit. A suspect in his 20s was arrested. Authorities also expanded firearm license eligibility to Modi'in, Maccabim Reut, and Be'er Tuvia. IDF operations, Judea and Samaria. In Hebron, forces shut down 6 illegal weapons workshops and seized pistols, Carlo guns, magazines, and ammo. About 20 suspects were arrested, including 2 weapons dealers. Across the region, IDF, Shin Bet, and Yamam units arrested dozens of wanted men and eliminated 3 terrorists linked to a Jenin network. Over 40 counter-terror raids were executed this week. International and diplomatic, the U.S. and India signed a 10-year defense agreement, strengthening their alliance. General Dan Kane, chairman of the U.S. Joint Chiefs, arrived in Israel, met Lieutenant General Eyal Zamir, and toured Gaza by helicopter. He also visited the new U.S.-led CMCC Command Center, working on Gaza's demilitarization and reconstruction plans. In Europe, German opposition leader Friedrich Merz confronted Erdogan over anti-Semitism and migrant chaos. Merz declared Germany will stand with Israel and defend its values. In Yemen, the Houthi government announced charges against 43 UN employees for alleged involvement in an Israeli strike. Charges the UN calls fabricated and illegal. At least 59 UN staff remain detained. In Britain, Jihad al-Shami, who attacked a Manchester synagogue on Yom Kippur, has died of his wounds. In the U.S., anti-Semitism now rises from both extremes. Vice President J.D. Vance faced an anti-Semitic question, but failed to condemn it directly, calling the Israel-U.S. alliance interest-based. At Heritage Foundation, Kevin Roberts defended Tucker Carlson after Carlson hosted neo-Nazi Nick Fuentes, using the term globalists, a coded attack on pro-Israel supporters. This shows the threat is no longer partisan, it's systemic. Israel and world Jewry must prepare for this ideological battle too. Counter-terror and youth radicalization. A 14-year-old from Jaffa was arrested in Ramallah after filming Israeli security sites and plotting bomb attacks for ISIS and Hamas. He confessed to both affiliations and declared a wish to die a martyr. A severe indictment is expected. This is how early indoctrination starts and why education is also a battlefield. Other headlines. UNICEF internal data show no famine in Gaza, contradicting months of propaganda. Defense Minister Katz vows the Houthis will pay for attacks on Israel's home front. The IDF Chief of Staff says Israel will no longer contain threats, and Prime Minister Netanyahu repeats, "If others don't disarm Hamas, we will." Israel is reclaiming ground on every front: military, diplomatic, and informational. Hezbollah rearms, Hamas provokes, Iran spreads missiles, and yet Israel stands firm, cleaner, and more determined than before. To our viewers and to IDF soldiers in Gaza, Lebanon, Syria, and Judea and Samaria, may you have a safe and blessed Shabbat.